Data definition language. You can follow me in my Telegram channel t.me slash Bhargavi CS and my YouTube channel also. So whatever the videos I'm taking, everything I'll post in a YouTube channel as well as in my Telegram channel also. Okay. Now data definition language means whatever the data you want to store in the database, that we call it as what? Data. So in order to store the data, first we have a structure. Yes or no? Now I want to construct a house. First, what you need have? You need to have a place or not. If you have a place, then only you can divide that into some parts, and so that each part can be for one room. Similarly, in order to have the data in the database, first we have to create a place in the database for the data. So that place we call it as a table, right? Now, data definition language is a computer language used to create and modify the structure of the database objects in a database. These database objects include views, schemas, tables, and indexes, etc. So, what are the database objects? Database objects are tables, views, schemas, indexes. All these are what? Database objects. First, in this session, we are going to discuss about the table object. Okay. So, what is meant by table? Already we discussed. Table is nothing but a rows or column combination. That means a table contains rows or table contains columns. That means a table have rows and columns togetherly in this format, right? Now that means what? This ddl command is used to create the table and also to modify the table, and not only table, on remaining objects of the database also. That means, for example, I want to create this table with the student number, student name, student marks. So who are going to create this we can do with the help of the ddl command. Now, alter means what? Already I have three columns in this table. I want to add one more column, right? I want to delete these two columns. So, such things if you want to make to that, we use alter. Drop means delete, truncate also delete, but we have few differences between drop and truncate. We'll discuss later. Now, first command is what? This is create. So, first we are going to see create command. So don't get confused with the DDL, and next class in the DML sessions, DML commands, don't get be confused. So DDL is used for only table structure and DML for table data. Now, first one is create command. So this command builds a new table and has a predefined syntax. So this command is useful for what? To create a new table, we are going to use the create command. Okay. Now, what is mean by syntax? Syntax is nothing but a structure. If you write in this structure only, so the database can understand. So in our English, we follow grammatical rules, yes or no, so that only we can understand that given explained sentences in the past tense or future tense or present tense. Similarly, if you inform the SQL compiler in this fashion, then only it can understand that whatever the query we have given, right? Now, create table is a predefined keyword. Here, create and table are the predefined keywords. Next, we have to specify table name according to our organization. For example, it is of college, college table, student table, employee table, hospital table, patient table, inpatient, outpatient, supermarket, products, everything will be called as tables. Now we have to specify table name here. Next, column 1, column 1 and data type. So column 1 is the name of the column. Data type is nothing but type of data you are going to store in this column. For example, I am going to create a table, student table I want to create. Okay, so for the student number, For the student number, the column is what? Student number contains what? 101, say hall ticket number. Now 101 means what? Numbers. If I want to accept student name, if I want to accept student name, so we'll write A, B, C, something like that, student name. So this is of what? Character. That means some columns contains characters, some columns contains numbers, some columns contains date, some columns contains average percentage of marks, like that. So that we have to specify in the data type part. Next, in the brackets, we have null, not null, with default, and union. Means what? This column should be null, should not be null. If the column is given, may be null, may not be null, you can specify null. If you say not null, this column value should not be null. If you say null, this column may be null, may not be null. But if you say not null, this column values must not, should not be null. Next, column 2, data type, same thing, null, not null, with default, union, remaining all will come to know in the constraints. Okay, till that you remember that column name, data type, only up to this part you remember now. That means what? Column name, data type, column name, data type, and every column must and must and should separated by comma here. So here also we have comma here, s, and at the last we have semicolon at the end of the table. See here we are having semicolon. That means what is the create table command? Create table, table name, open the bracket, column name, data type, comma, column name, data type, comma, column name, data type, comma, so on. And at the last, for the last column you should not specify any comma, directly close the bracket and give the semicolon here. Now we'll see one example. Here we are having create table, table name, create table employee. So employee is the column name, sorry, table name. In this table name we are writing employee id. So employee id is the column name. Id means what? It is of numbers. So numbers we can specify as integers or numbers. Now we are writing here primary key. Primary key is nothing but the values of the employee id should be unique. So any two employees should not have the same id, right? Already we discussed about the keys. If you are not able to understand the key, so you can watch my previous videos also. So next column is what? I'm writing semicolon, sorry, comma here. Next, first name, character. Character also no problem. We are going to use another thing also, that is varchar. So varchar also you can write. So difference between character and varchar is, character if you say 50 characters, so it will allocate the memory for each and every first name 50 characters. If you write only, for example, I'm defining 50 but I'm using only 10 characters, so remaining 40 bytes of the memory will be wasted. But whereas in the varchar character, if you are writing varchar and 50 and you are using only 10, so what happened? This wastage will not be done. Only 10 if you are using, 10 will be used by this and remaining 40 will be free for the next things. So the memory wastage will not be there in the varchar, memory wastage will be there in the character. Now last name, character 75, I'm writing here not null. Here I'm writing null. Means what? For some people, first name may be there, may not be there, but last name should be there. For example, my name is Tamishetty Bhargavi. So Tamishetty is what? My first name. Bhargavi is my last name. Some other people, they may not have first name. Consider some of the Muslim people, they not have the first name. Only they have one name. That means what? This first name column, this first name column may be null, may not be null. That means we can insert the values into that, we cannot also insert the values into that. But if you specify not null, that means that we are giving a condition that this last name must be not null. So that means you cannot leave that. Compulsory you should enter some name into that. But whereas in first name you enter or you may not enter. That is your wish. Clear? The mandatory semicolon at the end of the statement is used to process the every command before it. So the semicolon must be there at the end of the every command. So in this example, string character is used to specify the data type, and other data types can be date, number, or integer. For example, I want to accept employee date of birth. So what is that? Date of birth is nothing but a date type data. So number also you can write, integer also you can write. Clear? Now I'll show you how to write this create command practically. Now I'm going back. I'll show from first. Now come to the Google and write here online Oracle. So if you say online Oracle and search button, you'll get Oracle Live SQL. In this website, without downloading any SQL software, you can practice here. That means if you have any organization, we have to install SQL server or Oracle server or MySQL server or Sybase or anything, but we have to do only practice. So that I'm writing that queries in the Oracle Live SQL. So this allows us to create temporary tables, temporary databases for us for only practice purpose. So just click on this Oracle Live SQL. Now after this, you have here sign in. That means already have an account here, so I'm directly sign in. If you want to practice, first create mail id into this with the help of the Gmail or Facebook, and after logging into this, you have to click on this three lines. There you'll get SQL worksheet. Now this is the area. Here we are going to write our SQL queries. Okay, see here. Click on the SQL worksheet. Now here going to write. So first we'll create a table. Create. So what is the syntax of the create table? Create table, table name. So I want to create a table called employee, right? So in this employee table, I am having employee number. So employee number of which type? Number type. So you can write integer also, no problem. Now I want to define a primary key, do that. Primary key and comma. Next, I want to write employee name. So employee name is of varchar of 20 I'm writing. That means what? Variable length of character. Maximum 20 character it can accept. Up to 20 if you are not using, remaining characters will not be wasted. If you write character, 20 if you specify, 20 characters will be fixed for the employee name. If you are writing only 5-6 characters of the employee name, remaining will be wasted. In varchar, it will not be like that. Next, I am writing employee salary. So that is also about number type. So every column name must and should be specified, differentiated by comma here, comma here. But for the last column, no need of any comma. Just close the bracket and put the semicolon. So now we are informing the database that I want to create a table with the employee name with these three columns and their data types. Now just click on the run button. If you click on the run button, you can see here table created, right? Table is created. Okay. Now I'll put this in a comment section. So comment section is nothing but what? If you write another query into this query is not going to be compiled. Comment means what? Comment sections you have in C and C++ also. That means what? Whatever you have writing in a comments, that will not be executed. Now I want to describe. Now DESC is a keyword which is going to describe the table. That means how many number of columns you have and what type of columns you have. Now describe employee and give a semicolon. Describe a table name. So what is our table name? Employee. Say run. Now here, look here. So what you are getting? Column name, maybe null, may not be null. Which type of data you are writing over there? See. How many columns we have? 3. Employee number, not null. Not null you are getting here. Why not null? You are specifying that primary key. So if you write primary key, by default, it will be not null. Next, after employee name, work at 20, employee salary, number. Clear this one? How we are creating a table into that? Now, we'll create one more table. Now, I want to create a student table. Create table student. Right? For the students, what we have? Student number. That is of which type? Number type. So I'm not writing primary key. So what the difference you will get, understand. So if you write primary key in employee table, you are getting not null. If you are not writing primary key, what you'll get, you'll see. Student name of what? Character type. So 30 characters, up to 30 characters. Next I want student marks. So which type? That is also of number type. So and everything will be separated by comma, and last one no comma, only there will be semicolon. Right? Now say run. Missing right parenthesis. Create table, table name, student number, name, birthday, 330. ఇక్కడ right parenthesis missing. Look here, any mistakes are there? Create table, table name, student 1. Rewrite again. Create table, table name, student. Student number of number type. Student name is of work at 20. Student marks number. See, table created. Somewhere we have given, somewhere we mistaken. Now we'll put describe. So if you want to make describe, you can delete it or you can put that in a comment section. So describe student. Say run. So look here. Now what you are doing here? Column number student not null is not there here. That means we have not given a primary key so that this may be null, may not be null. See how many number of columns we created? SNO, SName, SMarks and number and their column types. If you say primary key there, then only you will get here not null. Okay, clear? Any notes in this? Okay, shall we create one more table? Okay, customer table will create. Create table customer. So I'm writing cust. So cust will have customer ID. So that is of number type and I'm specifying primary key. Right? First name. So first name of also character type. var2 of 20. I'm saying that null. That means may be null, may not be null. Last name. So that is also what? Varchar 2 of 20. Now only the 3 columns I am writing. Close. So I'll specify this as not null. Just close. Say run. So what is that? Table created. Now put this in a same comment section so that that will not be executed. Leave, otherwise that will also executed. You'll get a error. cust. Describing cust. That means customer table description I want. See here at the downside. CID not null, number, first name, may be null, may not be null, last name not null. That means if you are specifying here not null, that column contains what? Not null. If you are saying null means null. Primary key means by default it will show you as not null only. Clear? So any doubts in this session? Okay.